Okay, everybody has joined now. So, how are you all?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Sorry?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Okay, I'm also good. I am actually great because I've come home.
That's nice.
Yes. Okay. So, since it's written already, I'll just give you a quick revision of Panchkosh. Okay. So, Panchkosh, 5 layers: Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, Anandamaya Kosh. You're able to see? Yes, Anandamaya Kosh. Okay. Yeah. So, here in Annamaya Kosh, it's made up of food, physical body. There are 5 elements: water, air, ether, fire, earth. Okay. Water is called Jal in Sanskrit. Air, Vayu; ether, Akash; fire, Agni; earth, Prithvi, soil. Okay. Now, Pranamaya Kosh. This is the vital force that keeps one alive. Here we have Panch Pran: Prana, Pan, Saman, Udan, Vyan. Okay. Then we have Manomaya Kosh: mental, thoughts, feelings. Okay. This is related to mental, which is composed of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. You see, there are 5 organs: eye, nose, ear, tongue, skin. Bag me, check in my bag. Okay. So here we have these 5 sense organs, and we have 3 types of brain. Okay. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind. Okay. So I told you yesterday that conscious mind uses these agencies to produce thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Okay. And then we have subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the mind where all the experiences is stored. Okay, whatever your past experiences, you still remember them. Okay, like if I do this, okay, now this is stored in my subconscious mind. That if I move this marker here, over here, it will like make a mark on my skin. So I will never do this. Okay, this is because of my subconscious mind. And then there is unconscious mind, self. Okay, a self, which we are studying in yoga, about self. Then, okay, so how do we work upon this sheet? We work through pranayam and pratyahar. Have you studied about pranayam and pratyahar in philosophy? Maybe have you?
Pranayama?
Have you studied about asan, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi?
Yes, in philosophy.
In philosophy, yes, you have studied. Okay, so like on Annamaya Kosh, we work. If we want to work on this layer, then we do asan. If we want to work upon this pranamaya kosh, then we do asan and pranayam. If we want to work upon manomaya kosh, then we work on pranayam and pratyahar. Pratyahar is taking a sense organ inwards. Like we have eyes, we see the outer world. Instead of seeing the outer world, we just close it and we just try to feel the body. Okay, so that is withdrawal of sense organs. Pratyahar is withdrawal of sense organs, that we just don't use our sense organs to see the outer world. Okay. Then Vijnanamaya Kosh, this is the knowledge, intelligence. Okay. We have this technology that we can talk to each other. You are sitting in Bali, I'm sitting in India, yet we are able to talk because of intelligence. Then Anandamaya Kosh. Anandamaya Kosh is, I told you, it's the answer of why. When we work on why, existence, why we are existing, that is, we are working upon the Anandamaya Kosh. Because if we know our existence, why we are existing, you'll be happy. Okay, all these small things because of which we are unhappy, they will disappear. Okay, I hope this is all very clear to you. I think it's a beautiful slide. You can take a screenshot. Okay, I'll erase it. Okay. Okay, so what do we study today?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Okay, I am saying what should we study? A fresh topic. We'll study muscular system. Okay.
Sounds good.
So, yes, muscular system. We all know that a child has 300 bones and an adult has 206 bones. Okay, you're able to read what I'm writing?
It's a little small.
A little small. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Now, okay. So, can you tell me how many muscles, number of muscles in the body? In human body. Any guesses? Just imagine what are the muscles? Where do we find muscles? Can you tell?
Under the skin,
Yes, over, under the skin and over.
the organs, or the over the bones.
Yes, organs and what did you say in the end? Over the?
Over the bones.
Yes, very good. Now, that's why I told you this fact. Now, if you can make a guess, how many muscles do we have?
36. I don't know.
Okay, so we have so many bones and only 36 muscles.
Sure, why not?
Okay, no, not even close.
226.
26? No, not even close.
No,
This is
200. 200.
okay.
226.
Little closer. Not little closer, but yeah, better than this.
26,000.
No, this is far too much. No, it's under 1,000. Okay, it's 600. 600 muscles we have. Okay, so he said we have muscles in organs, which is good, and we have over the bones. Okay, that we are working upon our biceps, triceps, all those are muscles. Okay, yeah, so yeah, we have 3 kinds of muscles. One category is voluntary and one is involuntary. Can you give example of voluntary muscles?
Did you say there are just two kinds of muscles?
Yes, now we have 1 here and 2 here. Basically, we have three categories. Okay, three category of muscles. I have divided them into voluntary and involuntary. Okay.
I don't know.
Voluntary, you can give example. Please think of muscles have told. You only have told me some muscles. So please tell me voluntary. Voluntary means which we can work upon. Okay, we can move them with our wish. If I want to move my muscle, I will move it. Here in involuntary, if I want to move it, I have no control. I want it or I do not want it. It will keep working. It will keep moving.
So
Now,
your
yes.
pectorals.
Pectoral, okay, like on the hip region we have those muscles.
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of like the muscles on your chest.
Okay, on the chest. So
Okay.
you are correct. The voluntary muscles, all the muscles over the bones. Okay, they're voluntary. We can move them. We do all the asanas and then we're focusing on the muscles. Yeah,
Right.
like if we do chakrasana, then we are focusing on all the muscles that are at the back. Okay, so these are the over the bones. Okay, all the muscles over the bones. These are called skeletal muscles. Okay, then we have involuntary. There are some organs which are continuously moving, continuously working. Okay, we want it or we do not want it. We think of it, we do not think of it, but they are continuously working. Can you name them?
The heart.
Yes, very good. These are the cardiac muscles.
The lungs.
Yes, and the muscles, and then we have visceral organs. Visceral or smooth muscles. Okay, so we have three kinds of bones. Oh, sorry, muscles. That is cardiac muscles, visceral or smooth muscles, and skeletal muscles. These are the muscles over the bone. Okay, all the muscles that we think of, okay, which are present over, like all the, you see, we have skeletal system. Okay, and that skeletal system is completely covered with muscles. And then those muscles, they are receiving the nerves from the brain or from the spinal cord. Okay, so if my hand is moving, it is moving because of those three systems. One is skeletal system, other is muscular system, and the nervous system. So there are bones which gives stability, which gives shape. Okay, then there are muscles. Because of muscles, I'm able to move because they have elasticity. Okay, the bones do not have any elasticity. They will not be able to move. I'm able to move because of the muscles. And the signals to the muscle that it has to move is given by the brain. And they reach my hand with nerves. Okay, so now you understand three movement of any body part involves skeletal system, muscle system, muscular system, and nervous system. Did you understand this concept?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Yeah. So this is skeletal muscles. Okay, over the bones, it's all skeletal muscles. And these are voluntary. Voluntary means I can move it when I want it. Okay, do you understand the meaning of voluntary?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have involuntary. Involuntary means I do not have any control over it. Okay. It will keep working on its own. I think of it or I do not think of it. I try to work upon it. I cannot work upon it. Okay. These are cardiac muscles. Okay. I can do some exercises or I can practice yoga, asana, pranayam to aid these muscles. Okay, they will help indirectly, but not directly. I can move this muscle directly, but I cannot move a cardiac muscle directly. Okay, I can only work upon its functioning by exercising, by doing asana, pranayam. Okay. And then we have visceral smooth muscles. These are the muscles over the organs. I told you, like esophagus. I told you this figure. Yes, this figure we learned in esophagus. Yeah. So this peristaltic movement in through which the food goes downward. This bolus goes downward. That food that we have eaten and it goes down. Okay, there is this muscular movement, and these are visceral smooth muscles in the organs, like the outer layer of the organ or any organ system. Okay, I hope this is very clear. Okay. You can take screenshot of this. So because of this, these muscles, the heart is pumping. Okay. Because of the muscles, the body is moving. Any query in this?
No.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have voluntary, involuntary, skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and visceral smooth muscles. Okay. Okay. So what is the purpose of or uses of muscular system? Can you please tell?
Allows movement.
Yes. Okay, so let's study the properties of muscles. The nature of muscles. Can you please tell some natures of anything about muscles. What are the properties of muscles?
They can contract and relax.
Yes, yes, yes. Contractible. Contractible or irritable.
They're elastic.
Yes, very good. Irritable. Yeah, elastic. Yes. Contractible. Contractible means they're capable of receiving any stimulation. I'll write it for you. Capable of receiving stimulation. And they are capable of receiving stimulation and responding to stimulation through nerves. Okay. That means when my hand is moving, okay, when my hand is moving, they have received a stimulation. Okay, they have received a stimulation. That stimulation can be outer or inner. Okay, it can be like, I want to give you a demonstration. So my brain sent a signal to my hand that you should move. Okay, so now it has received stimulation. Or maybe I suppose this is a pen and I pricked on it. Okay, so like then I received an outer stimulation. Okay, stimulation can be from the brain or from the outer world. It can be any. So now it has received stimulation. Now it will respond to that stimulation through nerves. Nervous system is included here. I hope this is clear. So, yes, please. Okay. Next is excitable or next is excitable. Oh. This is not contractible. This is excitable.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Excitable.
Excitable?
Yes. Or irritable. So see, what happens is we are exciting. We are providing a stimulation. That means it is getting excited. Okay, or irritable. Excitable is when it wants to do. Irritable is when, like, if it hits something or something bad happens, so then it becomes irritable. Now it makes sense. Yeah. So excitable or irritable, this is the property, this is the nature of muscle, that it will receive stimulation and it will respond to that stimulation. Now contractible. Contractible. Contractible is after stimulation, they are capable of contracting or shortening. When they have received the stimulation, contract or short. Yeah, like when I move this, they are contracting. The muscles are contracting. When you are doing chakrasana, the muscles on your back, they are contracting. Okay, then next, like you said, we have elasticity. What is elasticity? Elasticity is muscles are, okay, can you tell what is the meaning of elasticity? Elasticity of a muscle.
It's
It's
able to
bendable,
stretch.
stretch.
It is stretchable. No, that is not the definition of elasticity. Elasticity is
It can bend.
something.
It stretch.
It stretch and then it keeps in that position.
No, it would shrink back to its original size.
Yes, that is elasticity. Okay, muscles are able to return to its original shape. So like, you see, if they would not have elasticity, suppose you did chakrasana, it has stretched. It has stretched and it has contracted. Okay, the back muscles, they have contracted and the front muscles, they have stretched and they have no elasticity. And they'll be like, they'll remain like this. Okay, so you would remain in chakrasana the whole time. But that does not happen. When you come back, it returns to its original shape and size. So that is elasticity. Next is extensible. They're able to contract, shorten. Extensible is they are able to stretch. A muscle can be stretched without damage. See, in a lot of asanas, you'll not be able to perform that asana. Okay, but you will try to extend your capacity. So you'll try to stretch the muscle without a damage. Okay, so this is the property of a muscle, that it can extend, it can stretch, okay, without a damage. But if you do it unnaturally, then of course it will damage. That is the unnatural process. But in general, if we talk, then it is extensible. Like if I'm moving this, so here these muscles, they're getting stretched, right? They're getting stretched. And suppose if I'm doing chakrasana, so my muscles on the anterior part, they're getting stretched, they're getting extensible. Yeah, they're showing their nature of extensible. They can be stretched without a damage, but I need to prepare my body that there is no damage. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So contractible and extensible. They can shorten, they can extend, and they can then return to their original shape. First, they get some stimulation, because of which they will contract or they will extend. And after that stimulation is gone, they will return to their original shape. I hope this is very, very clear.
Yes.
Yes. Now, fifth is adaptability. You see, some people are very muscular and some are not. Why? It's because of this concept, adaptability. The muscles, if they are being used, then they will increase in size. But if they're not being used, then they will decrease in size. Okay, that concept, it's the change due to usage of muscles. Like it's it has two types, like hypertrophy, atrophy. You're able to see? Now you are able to see. Yeah. So hypertrophy, it is enlarging the muscle. Yeah. See, you see, people going to the gym, they're working on their muscles. Okay. They do their weights and then their muscles are enlarged. Okay. That is called hypertrophy. It's because their muscle have adapted the change in the usage of muscle, because continuously every day, consistently, they are working on their muscles. They are doing their dumbbells, okay, because of which the usage of muscle is such that they are enlarged. That is called hypertrophy. Then there's a concept of atrophy, when the muscles are not used at all, or like hardly used. So that is wasting away of muscles. Yes. I think you can take screenshot of this. Okay. So I'll rub it now. Any query?
No?
Oh. Okay. So I'll tell you the movements of muscles. Okay. Like you'll be doing asanas. So in that there is movement of muscles. Okay. So we'll study about those different types of movements of the muscles. So we have abduction. We have movements of muscles. This is movement of muscles. One is abduction. And its opposite is adduction. Okay, so I told you in the beginning we studied directional terms. Okay. And in that, this is not working. Not working. Okay, so we know that this is the midline. Okay, any confusion? No confusion.
Nope.
This is the midline. So if there is any movement which is going away, okay, suppose I'm standing like this, okay, my palm is like this, okay, this is the neutral position. Now if I am moving like this away from the medial line, okay, if I'm moving like this, that is abduction. And opposite of that, when I am moving towards the midline, okay, my palm is like this, okay, facing front. Now this is adduction. I hope this is very clear. You see, how do you remember? Abduction, adduction. You see this? Add. So when I'm coming back, what am I doing? I am adding up to the volume of my body. When I'm going away, abduction. When I'm coming back, I'm adding to the volume of my body. I hope that, like, this is just a trick to remember. Okay. How to remember abduction and adduction? Abduction is moving away from the midline and adduction is moving towards the midline. Now here I have given you a reference, okay, of midline. Now if I'm moving like this, now you will be confused which is abduction and which is adduction. Can you please tell? Okay, tell me what is this? This.
Abduction.
Abduction.
Yes, this is abduction because here now the middle line is this. Okay.
All right.
So this is abduction, and if it is moving towards the midline, this is adduction. Okay. I guess this is very clear. Then we have flexion and extension. This we see in our elbow joint and knee joint. So you see, it is straight. Now on this elbow joint, when this angle is decreasing, okay, this angle is decreasing, this is flexion. Okay, this is flexion. When it is going back, it is extension. How do you remember this? You forget, you know that flexion and extension, they are in sync. Okay, they are means they are a pair. Okay, flexion and extension, that you have to remember. And this is flexion. Now when the hand is extending, that is extension. All right. Flexion, when the hand is extending, it is extension. Similarly, it is with legs. So this is decrease in angle of the two bones. And this is increase in angle of the two bones. All right. This is flexion, the angle here, it is decreasing. Okay, this is flexion. Now when the hand is extending, it is extension because the angle is increasing. I hope this is very clear. Rotation. Rotation is, see, I'm able to rotate it. Are you able to see? See, this is the neutral position. And then this, I'm able to rotate it towards around its axis. Okay, I hope that is clear. What is rotation? Yeah? And then there is circumduction. The circumduction is when it is like completely rotating. That rotation of arms that we do is called, this is the circumduction. Okay, now we will study some joints. Okay, synovial joints. There are 6 kind of joints in that. Please take screenshot. Yes, okay. Should I erase it? Please take screenshot. Should I erase? Okay. Okay, so what time is it? It is, we have 15 minutes more and we'll do joints. Okay, types of joints. This is a part of skeletal system, but now we know muscles and we know the movement of muscles. Now, because of that, we'll be able to study the joints. Okay, different kind of joints. One is hinge joint. Hinge joint is like, the door we have, it is fixed at one and then it is able to rotate. Okay. So hinge is the movement in one axis. Movement in one axis. It's like this. Okay, like this elbow, it can move in one axis. This is called hinge joint. There you see flexion and extension. Here we experience flexion and extension. Example of this is the elbow joint. Next, we have pivot joint. Pivot joint is like this. Okay, like you see, I told you, we have, I'll share with you an image of this. Okay, you see this ulna and radius. Okay, so this radius, it's moving. Okay, we are able to, you see, I am able to move it like this. Why this is happening? It's because of this pivot joint we have at radius and ulna. Okay, so this is supination. Okay, here we have pronation and supination. Supination and pronation. So this, you see, this is after, wait, I'll show you another. Yes, so here you will see pronation. Okay, this is a diagram of pronation. In this, you see the ulna. It is stable. It is not moving. The ulna is not moving. The radius is moving. And here you see this here. This is the pivot joint here. Okay, because of which the radius is able to rotate. The ulna is at its position, fixed position. This radius is moving. And this movement is called pronation. And when it comes back, that is called supination. I hope this is clear. You can take screenshot.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay. So this is supination and pronation, when this is the rotation. And this is the coming back from rotation. Pivot joint. Okay, example is ulna and radius. Okay. So how do we remember this? I'll give you a short trick. Is it like, I think it's nice that I'm giving you short tricks to remember things. Okay.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
yes. So ulna and radius. How do you remember which one is moving? So radius, you know, in a circle, okay. So in a circle, this is radius. Yeah. And here we keep a compass. Okay. And we rotate the compass and we draw this circle. So similarly, you can remember that the bone which is moving is radius. Okay. And it's the motion is called supination and pronation. Okay. When it is at neutral position, it's rotating. It's pronation. When it's coming back, it's supination. I hope this is clear.
Yes, it is.
Ball and socket. You must have heard of this. Okay. In this, what we
Yes.
have is ball and socket. Any example of this? Can you give example of ball and socket joint?
Your shoulder.
Sorry, shoulder?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. And hip joint. This has the maximum movement, a little bit more than the hip joint. Okay, and That is because in shoulder joint, this socket is smaller in shoulder joint. In hip joint, it is bigger. The socket is bigger, because of which the movement is limited. But here in shoulder, the joint, the socket is smaller. That's why it is able to move more, but it loses its ability, the stability. Okay, it has more movement, but less stability. Less movement, but more stability. Okay, hip, we studied pelvic girdle. Okay, what is this pelvic girdle doing? It is basically providing a good base to hold this complete weight of the body, that it can be transferred to our legs. You understand? It is a good base. Pelvic girdle is providing a good base so that it can transfer the weight of the whole body to our legs. Okay, it is providing a good base. Yeah, so ball and socket joint. Example is shoulder and hip. So what is the difference in these two joints is that here ball and socket, the socket is smaller in shoulder, the socket is bigger in hip, due to which this is more movement, less movement, but less stability, more stability. In this, what do we have? In ball and socket, we have flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, rotation, circumduction. All the movements that we studied, all of them are present in this. All of them. You just write all the movements we studied. All the movements. Yeah. So it has abduction, it has adduction, it has flexion, it has extension, then it has rotation and circumduction. Okay, ellipsoid. Next is ellipsoid. Ellipsoid joint. Okay, in this, what happens is, it is similar to this, but here it is, okay, I'll show you images. It will be more clear to you, please. Okay, so this is the hip joint I'm showing you. This is the hip joint. Okay, you can take screenshot. And then next is the shoulder joint. The shoulder joint, it is connecting the arm to this thoracic cage. Okay, and this pectoral girdle is helping. Yes, we studied this pectoral girdle. You know, this pectoral and this triangular shape. Yeah. So here we see this is the ball and socket joint. Here the arm, you see, this is not, the socket is not as big as that of the hip joint. Yeah. So here this pectoral girdle is attaching the arm to the thoracic cage or to the torso of our body. The arm is being attached to the torso through this pectoral girdle. You can take screenshot of this. Okay. Okay. So ellipsoid. Ellipsoid, it is similar to ball and socket. It's just that this is ball-like structure. It is round in shape, and this is elliptical in shape. Okay. So example of this is the carpals. And the radius. You see the wrist movement, it is able to move. Okay. So this movement between the carpals, I told you, carpals here. And here we have radius. Okay. I showed you that radius. I'll give you a name. So now you know that bigger bone is radius, and here now we'll see. Here we see these carpals and this radius. Okay, this radiocarpal joint. This is the radiocarpal joint here. Here we see. This is the radiocarpal joint. Please take screenshot of this. So this also has flexion, extension, abduction, adduction and circumduction. Okay, it can rotate. It has flexion, extension, abduction, adduction and circumduction. Okay, next is saddle joint.
I hate to interrupt you, but it's 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. We'll continue it tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.